Hello. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. Hello, how is everyone doing? Hiya. I hope everybody had a good week. Well, okay, yeah, let's get underway. Welcome to WAD Wednesday, everybody. We're going to, as always, pick a completely random Doom level, and then we'll play it. The past few times we've gotten some stuff that's like, it feels like it hews very close to the Doom, to the traditional like id Software style of Doom level design. So I'm really hoping, as I take our old mascot, the Plushy Pain Elemental, and rub its head for good luck, I'm hoping that we get something that's like pretty out there, pretty wild. Just something different, you know? But we'll see, you know? It really is random, and so we never know what we're going to get. So, boom. Okay. MDK Skies pack. Okay, this is a pack of Skies from, I guess, MDK, the Shiny Entertainment shooter from 20 years ago. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yep, looks like they ripped the art out of that old game and put it into the right format for an even older game. So let's go ahead and add that to the included files list, and then we can play it with whatever we roll next. Paradox 2 by Morbid Doomer from 2006. Other files by author. Yeah. Description. Painfully you get up and return to the fray. To Paradox, I mean. Crush, kill, and rip those assholes apart. Blast your way through this hell-infested lair. Okay, that's colorful. Yeah. Additional credits to Tom Mustaine for the original map. Without his work, mine would never have existed. So I'm curious as to if this is related to Paradox WAD from Doom 2 the Master levels. Yeah. Oh, did it come with a Yeah, there is a map 1 in MDK Skies. Well, yeah, tell you what, let's go ahead and play this one, and then we can move on to Paradox 2. Let's just hop in for a quick look at what map 1 here might be, and I forget if yeah, we probably want to start a new game of Doom 2. Oh, okay, yeah, all right. So this is just like their showcase kind of thing. Cool. Yeah, well, these are certainly cool skies. They're definitely higher res than Doom skies. Yeah, this is neat actually. I really appreciate it. It's definitely a touch. It's definitely a touch of polish and class that the author just created this little map where you can like look at these skies. They've definitely suffered a bit by being converted into the Doom palette, but I don't know. You know, it looks good. Oh, okay, yeah. Now we're outside in. Oh, very interesting. They must be using some like some ACS or something to change the sky over to these. Yeah. Someone in the chat says, I'm trying to get into retro gaming on relatively period-correct hardware, but my 250-watt Pentium 4 seems a bit extreme. Any thoughts? I don't know, actually. I haven't maintained an old PC for playing old games in a very, very long time. I kind of hopped over to... yeah, like as soon as DOSBox became good enough that I could play old stuff, I just started using that, which I know definitely suffers from authenticity, and I don't get to play it on a cool CRT monitor and stuff. But I don't know if you've already heard of it, you know, stop me if you've already heard of it, but the Vogons forums, vogons.zetafleet.net maybe, Vogons being an acronym for Very Old Games on New Systems. So yeah, and it's all about like it's got DOSBox development forums, so it encompasses both emulation and just people playing stuff with retro hardware. But yeah, that's definitely the kind of place where you could find out like what kind of old Pentium you could get, you know, possibly even leads on where to buy that kind of hardware or something. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like a Pentium 4, depending on what, you know, that was like, I don't know, that's coming up on 20 years old, I guess, that generation. So, I mean, you could certainly play a bunch of old stuff, you know, on that, and unless it requires MoSlow or something, you know, which you would be doing even if you had like a 486 or something. So, I don't know. Anyway. Alright, so that was that Sky pack. That's cool, but just in case the author included their own skies for Paradox 2 here, let's check out Paradox 2 by Morbid Doomer. Now, I am expecting this to be kind of based on Tom Mustaine's Paradox.wad from Doom 2 the Master Levels, but we will just have to see what that is. Also, I didn't check what... Oh, cool, yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, I already absolutely remember... the original Paradox.wad, but yeah, we'll see what kind of twists they throw at us here. Tom Mustaine was a notable Doom community map author and stuff, and obviously contributed to the master levels, and went on to be one of, or the only founder, I forget, of Ritual Entertainment. Initially Hypnotic Entertainment. It was another DFW Dallas-Fort Worth area game developer that worked with its technology a lot. Rituals... I forget what Rituals... I mean, yeah, Rituals' first few projects were expansions for Quake 1. I forget if they did Scourge of Armagon or Dissolution of Eternity. But, yeah, I'm kind of getting torn up here. Which is what I get when I try to play and talk at the same time. Anyway, yeah, Tom Mustaine, notable Doom. Apparently also like a very skilled competitive Doom player. Could just wreck people in Doom 2 Map 1. I never had the chance to play him, but yeah. Okay, yeah, this is definitely looking a lot like Paradox, the first Paradox.wad. And this is kind of an interesting concept here, you know, like taking another, you know, and I couldn't tell if the map author was saying that they had never released anything before, and so this was like their first release, like basically a remix of, you know, an experienced mapper's work. But I actually like that idea. I think that's a cool, like, just getting in there and deconstructing someone else's work and figuring out. It kind of seems, from what I can remember of Paradox, of the original Paradox WAD, a lot of these things are just additions. Like I'm fairly certain it didn't have these classic scrolling face wall things. So, you know, just adding more detail to it. And if this is from 2006, then, you know, it would have been in a completely different era than that in which the map was originally made. Yeah, and actually it looks like there's also new enemies, because these revenants weren't in their little funky face cages. It looks like there's also a significant introduction of green marble, that I don't remember. I remember the original version of this level being pretty monotone in terms, like, just, you know, this texture was definitely used, and it was everything, all the textures were kind of in this same, you know, dusty brown color range. So I do appreciate the added color. These things are new, like these little barriers in the way here. So yeah, it's almost like a strictly additive edit. There's these side areas that come off of the main one. And so I don't know what all the author has done with those yet, but yeah. And the music that we're hearing is actually a track from Final Doom, from TNT, from TNT.wad, aka Evolution, from the first one of the chapters of Final Doom. And I forget if this, I don't think this Tom Mustaine also contributed some music to Final Doom. And I forget if this particular track was by him or not. Somebody did actually uncover, they finally, like, you know, 10, 15 years later, they did track down which of the several musicians composed which track on the TNT Evolution soundtrack. But yeah. Yeah, I did always kind of like this track. It's like, it's very melancholy and sort of strange and ethereal compared to a lot of the other Doom stuff, which is more, you know... I want to say this isn't a Tom Mustaine track, because I think I remember, like, Tom Mustaine's tracks on Final Doom being much more, like, aggressive metal-type stuff, you know, the more standard Doom fare. But yeah. Looks like there's been some stuff in the chat while I've been busy staying alive and gabbing about stuff here. Okay, just people talking more about the retro stuff. Old hardware. Yeah, old power supplies do seem like the weak link, because, yeah, once a power supply goes, you know, good luck finding one that can supply the right voltage to a super old motherboard. Oh yeah, Arjuna's been playing through Scourge of Armagon lately. Yeah, I do like those Quake 1 expansion packs. They're interesting specimens, you know, because with Quake 1, if you wanted to make a whole new chapter, like, I don't know, yeah, I find those interesting as, you know, they're sort of, you know, in an alternate universe where it had kept making stuff for Doom-like technology, you know, they almost certainly would have been comparable projects, but, you know, but yeah, and then I guess Rogue Entertainment did Dissolution of Eternity, which actually does a lot more of the kind of time-hopping stuff that Romero wanted to do for Daikatana, and originally had planned for Quake, maybe? I think there was some of the, like, hopping between, like, ancient Greece and whatever. Yeah, I've always found that a weird connection, because, yeah, by the time Rogue made Dissolution of Eternity, Romero was at Ion working on Daikatana, so I don't think there was any kind of creative, and I think id's creative direction of those two expansions was very minimal. They were just like, hey, do something within the Quake world, but otherwise just go wild. Yeah, so... Alright. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to decide whether to tap out of this or not, because, like, this doesn't seem like it's going to be significantly different. I feel like we've kind of gotten our fill, and I would rather maybe move on to something, you know, just something different. Yeah, but this absolutely is just, you know, a sort of remix with more detail of the original Paradox WAD. This thing is actually unusual. This is a door that there is a deathmatch spawn point inside of a small room with some goodies in it, and it can only open from the inside. So, and it might have an item as well, which means that you can't get 100% items on this map in... I forget. Anyway, it's just a weird, you know, you look at it and you're like, man, that sure looks like a secret, how do I get in there? But the answer is no, probably you can't. So, yeah. Yeah, actually, let me give myself all the keys and stuff, because I do like the way that Paradox ends. Let's jump up here. Like, yeah, you open these bars and stuff, and then there's, like, this weird... Oh, okay, yeah, this looks more or less the same. But, yeah, you have to, like, you jump into this little cubby here. So it's definitely a very intentional use of the Doom jump that not as many maps had done at the time of the master levels. Yeah, there's really just a lot of detailing and stuff. Yeah, like this thing, this is definitely like, you know, there are certain styles of hyper detailing, not hyper, but, you know, of detailing that are associated with the 2000s, particularly the first half of the 2000s, and this reminds me a lot of them. You know, we've got like these little, just, you know, they're not like super fiddly, but they are embellishments that kind of add things to the shape language. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, you know, it's a little less bare walls. I like probably the thing that I like most about these. I'm just in full-on no-clip mode. We're just looking at the stuff. I like this this feature. That's a cool. I mean, even that is kind of noisy, but the light shape that it makes on the ground looks quite nice, I think. So I like that. Oh, hello, welcome. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry you've been busy lately. I forget how to pronounce your hand, or yeah, your handle is unpronounceable. But welcome again. Yeah. Okay, well, let's call it for Paradox 2, and then yeah, let's move on to something else. That was Paradox 2 by Morbid Doomer. The Far Side of Phobos by Jim Kirk from 1998. This is a full 8-level episode for Doom. It takes place after everything else. Excuse me. And there are reports of areas never cleared on Phobos, and once again you must venture in by yourself. I made my best efforts to try and bring back the knee deep in the dead style. Okay, so once again, we're getting some people do love to do their take on the episode 1 style. Just some copyright stuff. Misc-info. What else is there to say? Go play it some more. Make your own damned levels. I wish to thank Pepsi Cola and Doritos for their fueling me in building this episode. I wish to thank id for their brilliant game. Also those loyal Doom fans who still know what a great game is. To everyone who played this, watch for my next episode coming sometime in the next year or sooner. Okay, we've got a thank you for Pepsi and Doritos. This is The Far Side of Phobos by Jim Kirk is fueled by Pepsi and Doritos. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if this does have any relation to the Gary Larson cartoon, The Far Side, but who knows? We'll see. Doom, the forgotten episode. Okay, this is, yeah, all right. So they're really just going for this idea of like, yeah, a forgotten episode. Okay, yeah, and they replaced their own. They put together their own little episode text. Okay. Yeah, this is probably not going to have anything to do with Gary Larson's The Far Side, but it's a nice thought. What was I going to do here? Oh, yeah, that's right. I would still love a way to just auto-detect the correct way to, like, make a Doom 1 or 2 Sky just work correctly in WAD Smoosh, but yeah. Okay, so we've got Starbase tan textures as always. That's just instant spray on episode 1 style. We've got the computer banks here. Got a long straight hallway full of dudes with the blinking lights. First seen in E2M7, I guess. Got some more dudes to shoot. This is very, I don't know. Oh my goodness, there's a ton of these jerks here. I want one of their shotguns. Oh my goodness. This is like definitely ultra-violence amounts of enemies here. Just tons of dudes. Jeez. Alright, well I'm just gonna let them kill each other. Yeesh. Oh yeah, cool, and they do have their little custom sky here. I can dig it. 1 health. Not good times. Plenty of ammo though, so I just gotta stay out of the way of these weenies, fireballs. Okay, 1 health. Yeah, this is kind of a line of dudes. Okay, and that is the end of episode 1, mission 1 here. Yeah, doesn't feel like there's a whole lot to this. How many monster? Okay, yeah, and that's like almost all the monsters. Alright, I'm gonna give this like 1 more level here, but then I might move on, because this does seem like, you know, I mean, it's sort of a notably early Doom the way it did kind of exercise, but, you know, unless it starts doing some really interesting wild stuff, I would rather just roll the dice again. And yeah, those 1 hit point saves are a real bummer. Just try not to get tagged. Alright, I'm just going to resurrect here because who cares? Okay. I like this. I mean, so I definitely appreciate that the author, you know, did a custom skybox. Even, you know, it's like very clearly based on the episode 1 skybox, but it adds like this ashy gray kind of moody kind of thing. So I dig that. I dig this area. I mean, this is a little weird. Is this a swastika? I guess it is. I didn't even realize. Yeah, so I don't know if that's an E1M4 reference or a Wolfenstein reference or just a National Socialism of whatchamacallit, you know, a Nazi reference. If so, screw that. But I don't know. I wasn't getting a Nazi vibe off of that README, so it's definitely one of the just random little things that level designers would throw in from that era that has held up the least well. You know, it's like, alright, we get it. We get it. It's a shape you can make. It's a shape you can very naturally just end up doodling, you know. I think that's one thing about it. Yeah, I don't even know if it was intended to be an edgy thing, you know. It was just in this particular map's case. Alright, so we're straight into a green marble hell thing here. So that's kind of interesting, you know, this isn't like super, you know, just do an entire level of episode 1 stuff. I don't know though, maybe the rest of it will be like episode 1. And I'm just punching. Okay, so where do I go? Okay, I got the blue key. Where did I see? Oh, that's right, back out in the hub. Oh, hey, buddy. Punch. Really wanting that chain gun. Yeah, this author definitely so far has been very fond of just large mobs of hit scanners, which makes the health balancing act a little more precarious because, you know, depending on how many shots they manage to get in on you. Yeah, the pentagram, putting a pentagram in a Doom level is that's more just on theme, you know. If you're making a hell, then it's like, well, sure, yeah, this is in fiction demons just decorating stuff as they would want it, perhaps. So we got a little slime river running under here. Okay, so now we got the yellow key. Another just straight hallway. You know, there's no I guess the crit I would use, and hopefully it's not too jargony, is that like these hallways here, there's no tactical space to them. As in, like, I come in and it's just like, oh, there are the enemies there, and I guess I could like withdraw from the space partially and like duck out here. But, you know, I don't really, there's not really like an interplay here where I can choose how to interact with the space or the enemies, or there's a sort of implied design path. You know, the designer didn't have a clear idea, as far as I can tell, about what kind of combat wanted to happen in this hallway, other than just the player runs into them and mows them down, and that's it. You know, which in '98, I think, not, you know, there weren't a whole lot of level designers who were thinking in terms that sophisticated. But, you know, nice to have, and I think that's something that later mappers did definitely get into, that sort of sophistication. Yeah, what is, I feel like this is a secret that I could do, but, oh, there it is. Okay, it was a punch wall secret, and now I get a soul sphere for it, and that's probably also the end of this level. Yeah, okay, well, this is cool and all, but I'm kind of debating whether I want to keep playing further into this or do a different map. Or do a different WAD, rather. Baron, okay. I dig this room. This room also suffers from the no real tactical space issue, but it does have a little gimmick in it in the form of these, like, you know, these channels to either side. I'm assuming that if I fall down that, I'm just screwed. Yep, so that's another kind of old school touch. But, you know, it adds an extra level of danger here because, you know, when you're fighting a Baron in a hallway like this is actually usually enough room to maneuver comfortably, but you gotta watch yourself when you're dodging back and forth, so, you know, it's a relatively well-judged mix-up to throw at the player. And here's a rocket launcher, which I will use. But not too much, because I conserve my ammo like a good boy. Ktazzz, how are you, my old friends? Yes, I have bullets. I can see that you have fireballs. Every time we meet, we exchange them. It's how our friendship works. And yeah, this is another, like, downside of just having a large mob of enemies relatively close to the door, is that, like, when I open the door, they immediately start attacking and I start shooting back, and I can't really get into this reasonably interesting space that's going on here. So yeah. Yeah, like, I can't really get a foothold, so I just back out, and I end up, you know, fighting them mostly, like, down here. Okay, yeah, looks like there's a little slime tunnel here that we're being tempted down with the rad suit, so let's just see where this goes. Okay, alright, so the blue key was in there, which we could see from our starting location. That's kind of an interesting. I kind of like how extensive these tunnels are. They definitely go on for a little. I mean, I like that they wiggle around to different regions of the map. I don't like running down them for that long. What's going on here? Wait a minute. Oh, can I can't climb up this little 32 or 48 unit high thing. All right, I guess I have to find another way in. Another way back into the main level. Jeepers. Oh, right, okay. There's a blue key here. Alright. Okay, and now I'm back in that, yeah. Alright. Oh, and that's the exit. Oh, but look at this. Oh, this must be the secret level exit? Yeah, okay. Want that rad suit. This might... I'll bet this is leading to the secret exit, actually. And if so, I dig that. That is a cool... Yeah, cool. That was a secret egg. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, that's a good setup. That's a good setup. Behind the exit switch, there's another switch that opens up a door that leads you to down this little hallway to get into another thing that you did see from the start. So, yeah, you know. Okay, and the author did not redo E1M9. So I'm going to pick there to tap out, actually, because that seemed like it was doing a cool thing. You know, like, it... Yeah, I feel like I already, you know, talked about what all it was doing. But, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't bad. And yeah, the author should have made an E1M9. You know, you go all the way through the trouble to make an 8-level episode replacement. Just make a secret level. Just take one of your old maps. Just do something weird with it. Make a weird secret level. Okay, that was The Far Side of Phobos by Jim Kirk from 1998. Let's do another random one. First Doom 2 co-op WAD file by Synj. S-Y-N-J. It's been made wait, this is a rather big level that has been made exclusively made for deathmatch. Enjoy. So wait a minute. co-op WAD file or deathmatch. Anyway, this is from December of '94. A co-op WAD. I don't know if that means multiple authors or what. I don't think so. Yeah, weird. Okay, well, there's not a whole lot of info about this. Yeah, if it's deathmatch only, single player design. Wait, it says single player design for. I mean, back in '94, they hadn't like no monsters existed, but you know, there was still kind of an ambiguity about, you know. Okay, yeah, and they did their little WAD report. So there are definitely monsters here. But it was made for co-op? Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Should we play this one? It's a '94 map, but I don't know. Yeah, I kind of want to jump in and give it a shot. Okay, this is Doom 2 map 1. And I don't know, if it just has like a silly number of enemies or something, then I forget what the... Yeah, if it's got the monsters. Whoa, lots of ammo. So this does kind of look like a deathmatch map because it's just got like big piles of everything. Alright, just some green marble hell stuff here. Some SS guards here. White Layman! Hello, Revenant. Alright, so we got some Doom 2 monsters in the mix here. That armor is exactly the kind of thing I was looking for. Getting lucky here. He missed me. Just chainsawing that meatball. Okay. Alright, yeah, so... I mean, this layout is, you know, not the most boring thing in the world. It's very flat, though. You know, like, the floors and ceilings are the same height. And that definitely lends a sort of, you know, Wolfenstein 3D++ homogeneity to it. Yeah, they're giving me a look into, like, these little cubbies and stuff. Going around with my chainsaw here. Yeah, the texturing is really drab. Is this little lift? Where does this take me up to? Alright, so at least here we've got a mix of floor and ceiling heights, although this kind of feature here where the door kind of goes in halfway and the misaligned texture definitely suggests that, yeah, like this author wasn't super comfortable like thinking in terms of the floor and ceiling heights for everything. So yeah, this is a relatively novice effort. But I'm sure of the kind that would have gotten, you know, a decent amount of play if you downloaded it off of a BBS or something in 1994. Okay, so there's another... Killed him. Okay, what did that... Was that just for those goodies? Is that why I killed those poor monsters? Is that the only reason? Let's see here. This level is also very, like, I don't know if those doors opened up or what, but the sameness of the texturing definitely makes it a little harder to tell where I've been. Okay, and this is where I came in. So there's a little fireplace there. I like the fireplace. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. I can definitely imagine. Let's see. Okay, I do have a blue key here, so I could go. Yeah, all right. Like the way that the path branches off. I think that, you know, that suggests that the author was thinking about co-op a bit. You know, anytime you come to a fork in the road, you gotta do some coordination with your fellow co-op players. Yeah, no, I mean, doing that kind of, like, you know, floor and ceiling height mix-up, you definitely needed to know your stuff or care a lot, you know, to get a better result back in 94. I made levels in 94. It was not a pretty time. I used a Windows 3.1 editor that just crashed a lot. And yeah. Bad times, bad times. Let's see, what... Is there supposed to be like a yellow key here? I feel like the yellow key... How do I get into this space? Yeah, so we go here. Oh, is this maybe another... Okay. Unconventional lift there. Two computer maps. Because why not? Second computer, one for checking the auto map and the other for developing Doom levels on. Okay, I'm still not seeing a key here. But maybe... Oh, what's this all about? Okay, that's just a big new space. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, someone remembers using Build as a kid and couldn't believe people made Doom maps without a 3D mode. Yeah, I can't believe it as either, and I did, I guess. But yeah, a what you see is what you get 3D preview for maps is absolutely a game changer. It's just barbaric to make people work in like an ortho view without being able to just immediately see everything that they make in a 3D view. Even if you've got to switch between it, you know, that's still, you know, it's important. Because there's so many potential decisions that you're making when you're laying out the shape of a room or whatever, setting floor and ceiling heights, and yeah. Oh yeah, the two computers probably are for both co-op players. I forget if power-ups... I forget if the computer map power-up is given to everyone else in the map. I'm pretty sure it isn't. Alright, so we got an invulnerability power-up here. Alright, here's the bad man. But we're invulnerable, so we don't really care. Yeah, I get the impression that this level would have been, like, fairly challenging in 1994. You know, for two players. But you know, now that we live in a world of mouse and keyboard jerks, you know, it's pretty easy to just rip through all of these encounters. Okay, yeah, and it looks like there's one more area, so we might as well play through to the end here. Where is the yellow key door? Oh, right, yeah, it was in here. Yeah, it really does seem like this map is organized into these different levels, essentially. And a whole lot of megaspheres. I guess they are expecting us to get hurt real bad. Oh, okay. Alright, so there's a cyber demon down there. Whatever. I don't care too much about it. Tons of ammo. So yeah, we can pretty much just wreck these guys. As long as I don't let that cyber demon get a hold of me. Sure, you know what? I'm just gonna jump down here, take this guy out. As I was clearly intended to. Come on, buddy. There we go. Okay, how do I get back up? Or do I? I mean, you know, I'm a moderately skilled player in 2018, so you know that's not saying too much. Yeah, maybe I'm not meant to get back up here. All right, I'm just gonna cheat my way back up to here and pretend that I just stood on the lip of that ridiculous area and killed that cyber demon. The old-fashioned way. Okay, so like... yeah, what's the exit here, actually? Is there an exit? Maybe there isn't. Maybe this is it. I think it might be it, yeah. Yeah, so... yeah, that probably is the end of the level. I guess you just high-five your buddies after you take down that cyber demon in the pit. So there is something interesting that I find. There is something I find a little bit interesting for 1994 is that the shapes of these rooms are relatively non-standard and funky. So it creates a lot of like interesting like little wrinkle spaces to go into and like poke your nose into and to tuck monsters away in. So that's kind of interesting. The actual flow through these spaces is not super complex, and it's got those weird lifts as like, you know, which it's a weird thing to put on the critical path. And then yeah, like it gets lower detailed over in this part, so I don't know if the author was like, you know, getting bored or something. But but yeah, I feel like a lot of the shapes here are relatively, you know, this definitely is a cut above a lot of the room, hallway, room, rectilinear everywhere kind of things that you see in a lot of 1994 maps. The texturing is very basic, and the you know, just the different floor and ceiling heights. I think it was probably like, if this is like a chronological, you know, like the first thing the author built was the first room, and then they just moved through the map, and the last room is the last thing that the author built, then, you know, this kind of area feels more architecturally sophisticated. You know, it's got multiple levels and some windows into it and whatever. But yeah. Okay, well, cool. That was Synj Co. 1, first Doom 2 co-op WAD file by Synj. I'm just going to pronounce that Synj. It makes me think of Dragon's Lair 2, Escape from Synj's Castle. Synj was the dragon in Dragon's Lair. The titular dragon? I don't know. Okay. All right. Well, let's yeah, we're moving through a bunch of stuff here. Let's try another one. Try Before You Die by VeinCrawler. Okay. All right. This is one level. It's from 2016. It's by VeinCrawler, which is a pretty sweet metal band name. Other files by author Death Incarnate, aka deathinc.wad. Description: a world in ruin. After the hordes of hell swept over the city, only one man remains. One doomed space marine. He must stand and represent his people in a demonic challenge. In a fortress deep within city ruins, he must stand and face the trial. Okay. With that suitably dramatic description, yeah, let's jump in and... yeah, and the title is a pun. Try Before You Die. That's kind of adorable. So yeah, let's give it a shot. VeinCrawler. So this is 2016, so, you know, as far as, like, sophistication of mapping, you know, I am definitely expecting a little more than what we were just playing from 94. 24 years ago, by the way. Yeah. All right, I like these little cracks here. Some Romero E1M8 action there. And wow, I am already out of shotgun ammo. This is rough. Alright, I really don't want to have to spend my bullets on these demons, but I think to get a foothold in this room, I'm going to have to. Oh, hey, buddies. Oh, my goodness. Alright, so we got doors opening up in multiple directions. Very tricky. Cool, yeah, I dig that. Yeah, like I came in here, and then I don't know, yeah. Anytime the player comes into a space and then, like, takes refuge somewhere, but that causes another threat to open up, I always enjoy that. It's a good standard level design kind of thing. I hear revenants. They're squawking at us. Ow. Aw, man. I like this ruined architecture, actually. This, like, partially destroyed building facade. Like, that's definitely slick. I just don't want this chain gunner to shoot me later. Okay. Got him. Oh, and look at this. Okay, so I actually didn't need to go that way. I really don't want to deal with a Kako right now. Oh my goodness, this is like huge and open. There's a ton of different potential threats. And yeah, that Kako just jumped over that wall and killed me. This is rough. This is rough stuff. Well, how should I approach this? Yeah, how do I want to do this? Like, it kind of feels like... Let's see, if I go out here... I don't know if that did anything cool. Ah, geez, and there's the Kako. Come on, Kako. Okay. Oh, super shotgun, that's good. Still kind of low on health. Alright, so this is actually a nice little foothold, this destroyed building here. And yeah, you can really, like, after playing a bunch of, like, you know, 90s and 2000s WADs, playing a level, you know, by a mapper, by a competent mapper from 2016, you get, like, this kind of stuff, which, you know, there's always the old argument about, like, fussy over-detailing, but, like, this does create, you know, this is an idea that is, you know, being executed here. And I do, you know, especially anything that, you know, makes the space feel fundamentally different than if this were just, like, a boxy room. I dig it. It's cool. I like it. Let's see, I think... Okay, yeah, I think we were using the Episode 1 skybox, and we shouldn't have there. Okay, alright, so we got that Kako off our back, so... I guess we could go... a much better super shotgun is a much better way to be dealing with these with those demons there. Oh, I wondered whether I'd seen VeinCrawler's name somewhere before. Turns out they made this promising but unfortunately short thread on Doom World. Doom editing UX design. Okay, yeah, I'll have to check out that thread. Next time I can click on... Oh, no, wait. Am I stuck down here now? Oh, no, there we go. So is there another switch here? There is not. Okay, well, I guess I have to go and deal with this butthead revenant. Two of them. Two of them. Well, yeah, and this is clearly like train tracks, so that's another, like the author is definitely fairly serious about the, you're in the middle of a city. Oh, and look, yeah, look at this beautiful map here. Yeah, let's check that out. Yeah, so there's like a street that runs up to maybe a building, and then like there's maybe a tunnel that goes off into the darkness, and like these other buildings, and like some broken tiling and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, like this is what a well-made modern Doom level looks like. You know, there's detailing, there's, you know, the sector work is like creating new shapes and features. Cool. All right, so what did that do? Okay, yeah, I'm standing around like a goofus. Just get drilled by that revenant rocket. Okay, so let's not do that. I can't really take out that revenant. Ah! Annoying chain gunners. Yes, I see it. Dang. So yeah, how do I get down there? How do I get down into this land of fun here? Oh, and look at that. There's a Bzzrak pack. Can I get to it from here? How about here? Oh man, this map is teasing me. Yeah, like I just want to get that. I just want to get that Bzzrak pack. How? How do I get it? Yeah, it's like really close to like. It's up there. Oh, do I maybe jump up on... Do I get up on this wall here? Can I do that? Yep, I'll bet this is what I do. Yes. Excellent. So that's another thing that's just way more sophisticated in a modern Doom map, is just like secrets. You know, like they're counting on you knowing all of these little nuances of how level navigation works and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so alright, yeah, this looks like the way forward. Ow. So yeah, those revenants are definitely just... Ah, God, yeah, wow, that was rough. Oh, dang. I ran out of bullets. So there goes my long-range capabilities to some extent. Oh, hey! Okay, Mancubus was just waiting at the bottom of the stairs for me. Cool. Wait a minute, I got turned around. Alright, so Mancubus is going to be right down here. Yep, there it is. Yep, I'm being methodical about it. Oh yes, yeah, Clan BOS. I mean, this definitely does... This matches sort of the detail and sophistication of the city spaces from ALT. For sure. Ow! Just trying not to get torn. Like, they really make you pay to get into this space. You know, like this is this whole middle area, and there's probably a whole bunch of stuff that's going to start shooting at me here. Oh, okay, alright. So yeah, that's where I was down in that little pit kind of thing before. Oh, jeez. Woohoo! I'm just running all around. Ow. Okay, yeah, I haven't been too disciplined about my getting through this space. Wow, okay. Gutted by a Hell Knight. I guess that's what it says when the Hell Knight melees you. That's rough. Okay. Alright, so I'm a little safe here. I ran down that dark tunnel. And yeah, it looks like this is just like a freeway tunnel or something that just caved in. So, yeah, okay, and that door doesn't open. Very interesting. Ah. Starting to run low on that shotgun ammo. I'm getting a bit worried. Oh man, no, not now. Not now, Cacos. Why did I grab that suit? I don't need it. I didn't need it. Man, yeah, this is rough. Okay, there's another little... Ow. Oh my goodness. There's even more to this map. I don't really have the health to spare to be taking damage on running on toxic floors right now, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, I've found like this little just upper story kind of thing. Yeah, I'm still loving just like the cracked floors and stuff. Yeah, this level is really doing some cool stuff as far as detailing and architectural ideas. Where does this go? Is this like the entrance to a... This feels like a grand facade kind of thing, but... Oh, man. I don't want to burn my shotgun ammo on... Ah, jeez. And these Revenant rockets just... Yeah, so like, what is this... Where can I go that I couldn't before because I have this? Yeah, I really don't want to go in there. Oh, check it out. Oh, trial. Yeah, okay. Wow, that's a very interesting little bit of sector work, actually. Oh my gosh, you Revenants, I hate you. I hate that you've been shooting me this whole time. I have a score to settle with you. I'm also gonna try not to get pegged by a... Alright, so I'm gonna take those guys out, because I am just through dealing with them. Do I have... Yeah. I also don't have very good weapons for doing that, but... I hate them so much. I'm going to do it. Ah. Ah. Yeah. Dang it. This is a really hard place to approach. This is like... We're up in this little pedestal here. Okay, there we go. Alright, I got it. I got it. Okay, I am going to save. Because even though there are other Revenants in the world... And this butthead... Oh, look, I think that opened up that door. Let's run down and see what's in it. Yes. Okay, I telefragged an imp and then got kind of wrecked by another one. Okay, so I am making progress here, I feel like. Oh, look at that. Is this a new wave of monsters that's popping in? That's bad news. Oh, this is definitely bad news. Oh, man. Man. Not good. And yeah, was there any switch or anything I could hit in here? No. I guess there's just all these imps up here that I am definitely inclined to take out, because any ranged goobers are just going to be an ongoing problem in a space this open. So what's over down here? Oh, ah, man. Okay, yeah. See, I let the blood whittle my health away too much. All right, let's just stay away from there. Yikes. Owie. Alright, let's just hide away here. Alright. This is definitely a manageable, you know, like, the nature of this space makes everything, like, you know, threatening all at once, kind of. But within that level concept, this is a manageable number of enemies, I would say. I'm sure it's way more hectic in Ultraviolence. I am playing on Hurt Me Plenty, as I almost always do. Aw, man, did I not... Gotta watch out for those. Gotta watch out for those rockets. I wonder if there's a way I could get some infighting. Yeah, but those cacos are all up high, so that doesn't really. Let's see. How do I get back up here? Yeah, that's right. I was in this whole other part of the level previously, and this might actually be a good vantage to let them fight it out. Yeah, yeah, alright. Oh, that's right, that leads down to the, to that sort of underground train tracks. Some sort of train tracks. Alright, alright, we are slowly making this level. We're clearing it out. Yeah, this weird... The staircase is, like, pretty cramped, you know? Like, I can definitely... It makes a lot of sense as, like, a type of a connectivity path that you would want to add to the level, but it's a little bit awkward. Whereas I feel like the awkwardness of this works well just for the challenge. I mean, as much of a pain as I had, like, getting up here and taking out those revenants, it feels like an intentional part of the challenge, which is cool. I'm just going to take these guys out because they've been a thorn in my side for quite some time. Yeah. Ugh, yeah. And yeah, we've got quite a few rockets on our tail now. They have been chipping away at us. And yeah, let's ditch them. Okay, alright, so now we're down to 6 health, but it's relatively safe to just, like, stand around in here. I have no idea what the rest of this level entails. Maybe this was all just leading up to the trial. Is that thing going to open up and then the true trial will begin? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Yeah, damn, how do I... Let's see, can I get... No. No, yeah, I guess I gotta go back up here. Interesting. Does that open up? Yeah, I did actually figure that yeah, that is what I figured. Let's see what I don't know. I don't know how to get to. Yeah, like I know where that megasphere goes down to, but I don't know if I can really get there in time. Yeah, like how do I hop this? I've already screwed it up, but yeah, there's not like an easy way to there. I don't know. I sure could use a megasphere right now, though. Yeah, so like, what's the way? Oh, okay, yeah, I guess I haven't done this yet, so I'll go in here, and then oh yeah, that's right. I had to deal with those cacos before, but now. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. That's what starts like the whole ambush out in the courtyard, out in the main area here. Sorry guys, gotta skip out on this big scary fight. Let's see. Yeah, I should capitalize on this rad suit that I have. Yeah, like where did I not go before? Oh, look at this. That's something. Back path up here. Where does this get me? Oh, into a new structure. Owie. That's cool. I feel like I've done something useful here. All right. Take out that caco from a distance here. Okay. All right. I feel like we've got a handle on things. Got him. Okay. And yeah, the author has definitely like gone out of their way to like, you know, detail stuff that is not in the main map area. It's like, yeah, these buildings keep going. You are definitely in the middle of a city. And look at that, there's a rocket launcher for us. Yep, more what I assume is outside area. What did I do to cause those more monsters coming in? I forget how that worked. Have I already dealt with them? Okay. Oh man, yeah, there's all kinds of goodies over there. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, that's... I don't know if I have been into that structure specifically, or that might have been where I telefragged that one little baddie. What did that open up? Oh yeah, that's right. That opens up this thing down here. Right, which teleports me into here. Yes, okay. Alright, that's all fine and good. Oh, so I can get up here. And now what does this do for me? Ow. Yeah, is there any cool place I could get to now that I can get up here? This is where my always run screws me. Okay, yeah, I can't hit that switch from up here. But it looks like even if I could, then it wouldn't... Yeah. So yeah, what is this good for? Maybe I could hop down and like... See, I don't think I can get like all the way across there. I think that's beyond even the most ridiculous Doom jump. But yeah, I like that... yeah, see, I didn't make it. It is possible, yeah, so I don't know. It's maybe possible for super elite speedrunner types, but I am not one of those. So yeah, where have I not gone yet in this whole chaos? Like there's clearly like this higher level area here. Yeah, like, but how do I get up there? Yeah, I don't really see an obvious way in. Yeah, and there's no switches to lower stuff or anything. I don't know, yeah. What is this over here? Yeah, can I get up there in somehow? No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, that's a whole other level. Alright, well, yeah, this level is, yeah, it's just this big, intricate main space, which is neat, but it's leaving me a little mystified as far as where to go. Yeah, if anyone has any ideas, I'm all ears, but otherwise, I think I might be stuck. And we have gone over an hour anyway, so I don't know, I might just call it a night. Yeah, I think I am going to call it a night. But this was cool, you know? Like, yeah, this is a very intricate, advanced space with a whole bunch of stuff. The teleporter by the stairs on the far right side. Yeah, well, that took me up into this small central building. Yeah, and I don't know how to get to that teleporter. Like, that thing is up there. Can I just shoot this? Yeah, I don't know how to get to. This feels like I could drop down from there. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. But yeah, this was a cool map. Like, big, ambitious, intricate, and some very tough combat setups. You know, that was accomplished with more than just throwing a ton of enemies out there. Like, I like how those revenants were placed. I like how cacodemons were used. And, you know, the use of chain gunners and hit scanners wasn't too overbearing. So, yeah, good job. Try Before You Die by VeinCrawler, who, I think in the chat, folks identified some other maps that the author had done. So that was cool. Yeah, that was a good one to end on. Yeah, pretty solid. Cool. All right. Well, yeah. With that, I will bid y'all a good night, or whatever it is where you are, and I hope you have a good week, and join me again next time for another WAD Wednesday. Yeah, okay, I'll see you around. Bye-bye.